Welcome back to my New York Jets franchise here on Madden 24, and today we are going into week 6 of season 3, and right now we are still undefeated at 5-0. However, today may be a really good test for our defense because they are led by a 92 overall in Justin Herbert, at running back an 81 overall in Will Shipley. Over at wide receiver, they still have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. They're an 84 and an 83. They also still have Quentin Johnson, who's down to a 78 overall. Tight ends an 80 overall in Gerald Everett. Left tackle is a 90 overall. Left guard is going to be an 80. Center is a 73. Right guard is going to be a 78. And right tackle is an 85. Now over on defense, they have a 73 overall at left end. At right end's a 74. Defensive tackle is a 77. Outside linebacker is a 79. Middle linebacker is a 75. Right outside linebacker is an 87 overall Joey Bosa. I feel like regression has hit him pretty hard. At corner, they have an 88 in Asante Samuel Jr., an 81 in Denzel Burke. At free safety, a 79, and strong safety is a 94 overall in Derwin James. We do have a few player upgrades to go over, like running back Breece Hall, who gets +1 to acceleration, ball carrier vision, chain of direction, and spin move. Then we also have our superstar tight end in Brock Bowers, who's getting a few upgrade points here. You can pause if you want to read all of those. I don't really know what's going on with Jermaine Johnson here, but he does have an upgrade point, so we're going to upgrade that speed rusher trait. He's going to get 4 boosts here, 1 to acceleration, agility, finesse, and tackle. Then we have our first round pick from the previous draft in Dexter Atkins, who was already a superstar X Factor. He's up to an 80 overall right now, getting +1 to block shedding, play rec, tackle, and a new ability slot. And the final upgrade point we will go over is defensive end Lucas Van Ness, who gets +1 to agility, awareness, hit power, power move, and 2 to tackling. It looks like it's going to be raining for the entire game this weekend. Probably won't take long for the conditions to get pretty sloppy. What's our plan on offense? We're going to say run the ball. I feel like that's what our team does really well. Beat the Chargers and rack up 150 rushing yards. If I remember correctly, last year we started 5-0 before we lost in our 6th game of the season. Let's see if we can avoid that this year. I would say that forecast for rain is pretty accurate here. We start at our own 25-yard line here in a shotgun set. McDonald will hand off to Breece Hall, who goes up the middle and will try to juke out one man but get brought down for a 4-yard carry. Now a 2nd and 6, and McDonald will come back in shotgun again. Breece Hall is still the running back here from the 29-yard line. McDonald will look to pass though. He's standing in the pocket, now throws to the outside, and he finds Brock Bowers for the first down. He fights all the way to the 39. Now McDonald's going to line up under center. Alvin Kamara is in at running back, and he's going to get met in the backfield, but he breaks the tackle, has the first down, and will finally get brought down to the Chargers 44 for a 17-yard run. So that gives us a new set of downs, and we're going to go right back to the running back again. This time it's Breece Hall, who will break a tackle himself, run over a man, and juke out another, get a first down all the way to the 31. Well, so far the game plan of run the ball has looked pretty solid these last couple plays. 1st and 10, we'll send Heron, our fullback, in motion. Alvin Kamara is the running back, and that's where we go with it, to the outside, and this time he'll get met and brought down for just a 3-yard carry. That brings up a 2nd and 7. McDonald back in shotgun. Breece Hall is the running back from the 28-yard line now. He'll take the snap and looks to pass again. He's going to throw this one to the outside. That is going to be caught by our tight end to set up a 3rd and 3. Making that catch was our backup tight end in Josh Oliver. But now we come out under center. McDonald will drop back to pass, a quick throw to the outside, and he's going to overthrow Garrett Wilson, so we'll send out Jake Elliott. This should be a pretty simple try for him. Only a 41-yard attempt to give us a 3-0 lead. Kick is away, and it is good. And while trying to simulate the Chargers drive, Sauce Gardner comes away with a pick, and we will take over at the 22. See if McDonald can take advantage of the turnover. He comes out in shotgun. Breece Hall is the running back, but McDonald will look to pass. He's going to go deep downfield to the end zone, and he finds Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Jets. We'll go up 10-0. But the Chargers are looking to respond. A 1st and 10, now the Jets 23. Herbert will drop back to pass. He's going deep over the middle, and that's nearly intercepted on the play. That really should have been a pick from Malik Hooker on that play, but now a 2nd and 10. He'll drop back to pass again. He's stepping up in the pocket, now going over the middle and missing his man to bring up a 3rd and 10. Will we be able to hold the Chargers to a field goal try? Herbert back in a 5-wide set from the 23-yard line still. He'll drop back and look to go downfield. He's going towards the end zone. He's got a man open and a touchdown for the Chargers. Why in the world did you leave Mike Williams? We will now jump into the Jets' next drive here at the start of the 2nd quarter, where it's a 1st and goal from the 5. Handoff to Breece Hall, who goes to the outside, breaking tackles and gets brought down at the 3 to bring up a 2nd and goal. McDonald back in shotgun again. Breece Hall is the running back here. We'll take the snap. We go right back to Hall, who will dive into the end zone. Touchdown Jets to make it 17-7. On the following drive, the Chargers have driven down to the 23-yard line yet again, and this time face a 3rd and 6. Herbert under pressure, gets rid of it at the last second, but finds Keenan Allen into the end zone. Touchdown Chargers. The Jets now down to the Chargers' 46-yard line, up by 3, face a 3rd and 4. McDonald back in shotgun. It's going to be a draw play to Breece Hall right up the middle for the first down. Breaking tackles getting brought down to the 36. An incomplete pass on the next play brings up a 2nd and 10. At the 36-yard line, McDonald out of shotgun will draw back to pass. A quick throw downfield will be caught by Garrett Wilson, brought down to the Chargers 21. McDonald back in shotgun one more time. About 3 minutes to play here in the first half. He'll drop back, and he's going to throw another quick pass downfield. He finds Garrett Wilson, this time down to the 2-yard line. That obviously brings up a 1st and goal. He's going to line up under center. Breece Hall is in the backfield here. He'll take the snap. It's a handoff to Breece right up the middle, and he's going to get stuffed at about the 1-yard line, bringing up a 2nd and goal. We could let it run down to the 2-minute warning, but I don't really see that happening. 2nd and goal. It's going to be another handoff to Breece Hall, and this time he's met in the backfield. That one will take us down to the 2-minute warning. It brings up a 3rd and goal at the 3-yard line. McDonald back in shotgun again. Breece Hall is the running back here. It's a quick throw to the end zone and bounces off the helmet of a Chargers player, I believe, bringing up a 4th and goal. And instead of going forward and risking getting no points, we will just kick the easy field goal for Jake Elliott and go up by 6. We now jump ahead a little bit further into the game. Near the end of the 3rd quarter, it's still a 6-point game, and on 3rd and 4, he overthrows Quentin Johnson. That would have given them the lead. But instead, they will settle for a field goal to make it 20-17 with about 2 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kick is away, and it is good. Following that, right at the end of the 3rd quarter in simulation, Breece Hall gets a 51-yard rushing touchdown to make it 27-17. We now jump ahead to under 6 minutes to go in the game. It's still a 10-point game, and they are deep in Jets territory. Herbert rolling to the outside. He's going to take off, and Justin Herbert will slide down to the 2-yard line, setting up a 1st and goal. Obviously, the Chargers are not dead in this game just yet. From the 2-yard line, they come out in a goal line set, handoff to the fullback who goes up the middle, breaking tackles and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Denario Hardwick. On the Jets' ensuing drive, we have managed to drive deep into Chargers territory, though. Now with about 2 minutes to go, it's going to be a handoff to Breece Hall right up the middle, and he is brought down for a 6-yard play, but Elijah Vera Tucker is injured, forcing us to burn a timeout. That injury could end up being massive because the Chargers obviously get to keep all 3 of theirs. Now 2nd and 4. Hand off to Breece Hall again, who goes to the outside and is brought down. They burn that first timeout. 3rd and 4 with 1:54 to play. From the 15-yard line, we go back to Breece Hall, who is going to be met and brought down, but he fumbles the ball and the Chargers have recovered. What? Please tell me we're going to get a review of that. That is really, really close, though. He was ripping him to the ground, and our lineman's leg may have caused the fumble. I really don't know if he was down or not. They would end up reviewing it and overturning that call. So the Chargers stop the clock with their 2nd timeout, and we kick a field goal to go up by 6 with about 1:48 to play. Following the kick return, it would be exactly 1:43 to play. From their own 22-yard line, the defense needs to step up here. Herbert out of shotgun will drop back to the pass. He's going deep down the sideline on the first play, and that one's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Herbert back in shotgun for the very next play. He'll take the snap. It's going to be a play fake to Shipley. He's going to try to step up in the pocket, and Herbert's going to take off here and get the first down, but he fumbles the ball, but I think the Chargers dove on top of it, but he no longer had the first down. Now a 3rd and 3. Herbert back in shotgun from the 29. Will drop back to pass. A quick throw to the outside, and that's actually going to be a loss of 1, but it does stop the clock. So the game could come down to this, a 4th and 4. He's back in shotgun at his own 28-yard line with 1:13 to play. Herbert takes the snap. He's going to the outside to a wide open Quentin Johnson, who makes the catch, and now Quentin Williams is injured, forcing us to burn our 2nd timeout. If our guys could stop getting injured in the last 2 minutes, that would be amazing. 1:08 to play here in the game. Herbert out of shotgun will drop back, a quick throw to the outside, and that'll be caught, and he's immediately brought down, but does have the first. And they would rule that he got out of bounds, so it does stop the clock at 1:04 to play. Now at his own 47, Herbert out of shotgun will drop back to pass. Rolling to the outside, under pressure, finds his man. That's going to be Mike Williams again, and he gets hammered but holds on to it. 1st and 10. They're going to run a no-huddle offense. 45 seconds to go in the game. They still have 1 timeout remaining. Herbert will drop back and look to go downfield. He's standing in the pocket now, throws to the outside and misses his receiver, stopping the clock at 38 seconds. Herbert back in shotgun from the 42-yard line of the Jets now. He'll take the snap, Shipley out of the backfield, rolling to the outside, and he's just going to throw this one away before getting sacked. 33 seconds. It's going to be another shotgun set. We really just need to bring everything we have at the quarterback right now. As Herbert will drop back, he steps up and goes over the middle, and that's going to be incomplete. Knocked out of his receiver's hands by middle linebacker Damian Bryant. So once again, another situation where the game could come down to this. 29 seconds to go. 4th and 10. He'll drop back. He's under pressure, rolling to the outside, and Herbert's may look to try to take off. He's going to throw it deep downfield, and that's knocked away on the play, I believe, by Anton Lane, and we will get out of here with a win. It was yet again another close game, but it's another close win for us. The defense came up big when they needed to, and we get out here with a 6-point victory and improved to 6-0 on the season. Quarterback Jared McDonald goes 15 for 21, 200 yards and a touchdown. On the ground, Breece Hall had a fantastic day, 151 and 2 scores. Receiving, Garrett Wilson 4 for 56, Jalen Waddle 4 for 55. Brock Bowers did catch our lone passing touchdown. Over on defense, Damian Bryant led the team in tackles with 11. In sacks, CJ Mosley got 1 and Quinnen Williams got 1. And interceptions, Sauce Gardner got the only 1. Now let's see how Justin Herbert did. 26 of 43 for 266, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Will Shipley ran for 98 yards. Their fullback did get a touchdown. And then receiving, Mike Williams 6 for 72 in a score. Quentin Johnson had a solid day, 5 for 61. And Keenan Allen 5 for 56 in a touchdown. It seemed obvious, given the conditions, that the running game would play a huge role in who won. Who do you credit the most? We're going to say the offensive line, just because I feel like they need the boost more than Breece Hall at like a 96 overall. We do have a few upgrades before we get into the next game, starting with rookie outside linebacker Brian Walker, who was an undrafted free agent but a superstar depth trait. He gets +1 to awareness, play rec, and zone coverage, already up to a 71 overall. And I believe I made a mistake during the last upgrades. I said Dexter Atkins was our first round pick. I was wrong. He was a second round pick. This man, George McLeod, was our first round pick, and he gets +2 to awareness, 1 to man, play rec, and tackling. And then finally, we have our young quarterback, Jared McDonald. We're going to upgrade his field general, once again, just to get him a little bit more accurate. Like I say every time, he gets +1 to awareness, 2 to throw accuracy deep, and 1 to throwing under pressure. You're facing a bitter rival in the Patriots this week, and limiting the impact of Chase Young must be a top priority. How will you stop him? We're going to praise Chase Young just because I don't want to piss him off. We just need to get the W and beat the Patriots. And in case you don't remember from this universe, Caleb Williams is their starting quarterback at an 88 overall, superstar X Factor. Running back is a 93 overall in Nick Chubb. Wide receivers are an 80 overall in Egbuka, I probably said his name wrong, an 80 overall in Jamison Williams, and a 76 in Calvin Austin. Tight ends an 80 overall in Mike Gesicki. Left tackle's an 85, left guard's a 77, center is a 79, right guard is a 76, and right tackle is an 85. Now over on defense, as you already saw, they have Chase Young, who is a 95 overall. At right end's an 81, defensive tackle's an 82, outside linebacker's a 73, middle linebacker is an 81, right outside linebacker is a 74. At corner, they have an 89 in Charvarius Ward and an 84 in Christian Gonzalez. Free safety is a 91 overall, and strong safety is an 87. This will be the first time this season we have gotten to play the Patriots, who are currently 2-4. We hold a 4-game lead in the division. Obviously, we are still really early in the season, so there is still a chance of a collapse like we had last season. I'm really hoping it doesn't happen again, but let's see if we can't get a 5-game lead over the New England Patriots. There is no rain today, as the Patriots would get the ball first and have already driven down inside the Jets' 20-yard line. From the 17, they hand off to Nick Chubb, who goes up the middle and gets a 6-yard play to bring up a 2nd and 4 from the 11. Now Caleb Williams will line up in shotgun for the very next play. He'll take the snap and they go back to Chubb, who will go up the middle, and he will end up close to the marker. They don't give him the first down though, 3rd and inches. So from the 7, Caleb Williams lines up under center. He will drop back to pass. It's a quick throw to the outside. That's going to be caught, and they rule it a 1st and goal at the 2. Williams lines back up under center. He'll drop back in a quick throw to the end zone to a wide open Mike Gesicki as they take a 7-0 lead. The Jets on their first drive of the day face a 3rd and 2 at the Patriots 39. McDonald lines up under center. Kamara is the running back, and that's where we go with it up the middle, who will break a tackle and get the first down to keep this drive alive. Let's see if we can continue moving the ball downfield. 1st and 10 from the 36. He'll line up under center. We go back to Breece Hall, who goes to the outside. Hall inside the 20, 15, 10, 5, and a touchdown as we will tie this game up. That looked like an incredibly late hit, but we make it 7-7. Both of us would then trade a couple 3-and-outs, and now it's a 1st and 10 inside the 15, and it's going to be a loss of 1 in the backfield. In case you hadn't noticed, we are now in the second quarter where it is still tied up at 7. But a 2nd and 11 from the 15. Caleb out of shotgun. We'll hand off to Nick Chubb again, who goes to the outside. Once again, not much space. It makes it a 3rd and 10. Now Caleb Williams is the only one in the backfield, so I imagine this will be a pass play. From the 14-yard line, he's under quick pressure, getting sacked on the play by, I believe, Jermaine Johnson. So now down by 3, we have driven all the way to the Patriots 43 for a 3rd and 10. McDonald out of shotgun, throwing this one downfield. He finds Brendan Rice, who was brought down to the Patriots 25, 1st and 10. How about a 5-wide set for the Jets offense now? McDonald is the only one in the backfield here. He'll take the snap, and a quick throw over the middle is caught by Brock Bowers, who gets body slammed but has a 5-yard play. About 4 minutes to go here in the first half. McDonald back in shotgun from the 20-yard line. He'll take the snap and look to pass under quick pressure and getting sacked on the play to bring up a 3rd and 11. He never really saw that pressure coming. 3rd down from the 26-yard line. McDonald out of shotgun. We'll run the play action to Breece Hall. He's going to try to take off to the outside. McDonald will get to take off, and he will get close to the marker. They give him the 1st down to the 15. An impressive play from our quarterback there. Now about 3 minutes to go in the half. He lines up under center. It's going to be a fake to Breece Hall. Now McDonald looking to go deep downfield, and he's going to find his man all the way to the 1-yard line is Josh Oliver. Personally, I thought there was a chance he could have gotten to the end zone there, but now 1st and goal from the 1. He lines up in shotgun. I imagine this was going right to Breece Hall. That's exactly where it's going, and he will walk into the end zone as we take a 14-10 lead. And then on the first play of the Patriots drive, Caleb Williams is intercepted by Sauce Gardner. We will take over at the 10-yard line with 2:15 to play in the half. All right, McDonald, let's really take advantage of this. We could go up by 2 scores here. He lines up under center. He'll take the snap, hand off to Breece Hall, who will go up the middle and maybe find a yard. But now Trey Smith, our starting guard, is injured. So that would stop the clock at 2:12 to play here in the half. McDonald lines up under center. Breece Hall is in the backfield here. Herron is lined up at fullback, but McDonald will look to pass. Rolling to the outside, trying to escape the pressure. Jared McDonald will take off, and he will dive into the end zone, getting hit, but powers through. Touchdown, Jets. We would get the ball to start the next half, and have driven all the way down to the Patriots 27, but it's a 2nd and 13. Out of a 5-wide set, McDonald will look to pass. Going deep downfield, he finds Brock Bowers, who will be brought down to the 4-yard line. 1st and goal, Jets. McDonald back in a shotgun set with Breece Hall in the backfield, and that's where it's going. Hall up the middle, and he will find his way into the end zone for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Jets yet again. And we're not immediately going to jump in here, but George McLeod just picked off Caleb Williams kind of deep into Jets territory, so we will get the ball back as Caleb Williams has now thrown 2 interceptions today. We would not be able to take advantage of the turnover, but now we jump later into the game here, into the 4th quarter at the Jets 6-yard line. Caleb Williams out of a 5-wide set will drop back, fire, and find a wide open Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Patriots. And obviously New England is looking for a miracle in this game, but we have a 3rd and 8 at the Patriots 32 with about 2:15 to play here. McDonald out of shotgun will roll it to the outside immediately, get the pass off to Alvin Kamara, who will get close to the marker. They rule it 4th and inches. That would take us down to the 2-minute warning. So on 4th and inches, we will send out Jake Elliott for a 41-yard try, and the kick is good, giving us a 31-17 lead. Now, their hopes are pretty slim, but they are not dead yet. They could score quickly, get an onside kick, but they also have all 3 timeouts. Caleb Williams from his own 25-yard line with 1:54 to go. A quick throw to the outside, caught by Gesicki, who cuts up the sideline and is brought down for a 5-yard play. They're just going to run a no-huddle offense here. So a 2nd and 5 from their own 30. Caleb Williams back in shotgun will run a play action. Looking to go downfield now. Rolling to the outside. He finally fires and finds Gesicki again, this time for the 1st down to the 39. Once again, a no-huddle offense, though. Caleb Williams comes out in shotgun. They are trying to avoid burning any of those timeouts. He'll take the snap, run another play fake. Don't really know why you're running play fakes, but he's going to go deep downfield, and he's going to miss everybody. Now a 2nd and 10 with 1:08 to play. Still at his own 39. Williams will drop back from under center. He's standing in the pocket now, throws towards the sideline. That one's going to fall incomplete as well, bringing up a 3rd down. With a minute and 4 seconds remaining, Williams at a shotgun, will drop back to pass. He's firing over the middle, and that was going to fall incomplete somehow. But it will lead to a 4th and 10 with a minute left to go. From the 39-yard line, Caleb Williams at a shotgun, will drop back to pass again. Rolling to the outside, under pressure, gets rid of it deep downfield, and that one will be straight up dropped by his receiver. That's a turnover on downs. We should get out of here with a win. We managed to improve to 7-0 on the season. We now have a 5-game lead over the Patriots, and if we can beat the Bills in the next game, even if they won this game this week, we should be able to take a 5-game lead over them as well. Right now, it looks like we may run away with the division. The final stats for Jared McDonald don't look too flashy. 12 for 17, 139, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But Breece Hall today, 182 yards and 3 touchdowns. Jared McDonald ran in for 1, sacrificing his body on the run. And then receiving, no one caught a touchdown. Really, no one had a terrific day. Our best one was probably Brock Bowers, 4 for 45, or Brendan Rice got 3 for 41. Over on defense, it looks like Kyron Moody and Damian Bryant both led the team in tackles. In sacks, we got none, but we did get a couple interceptions, both in simulation, one from Sauce Gardner, one from George McLeod. Both pretty solid, players, I would say. Caleb Williams, 23 for 36, 204, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Nick Chubb ran for 94 yards, and receiving, Mike Gesicki got 2 touchdowns, and Jalen Tolbert caught 8 for 63, but obviously not enough to get the win. And because of that rivalry game scenario that we had, our entire team has now earned 2,500 experience. So I imagine there will be several players next week that need an upgrade. We'll go over that in the next episode when we get to take on the Buffalo Bills, who did manage to win their game in Week 7. So we are still only 4 games ahead of them. We've already beaten them once this year. If we can beat them again, we'll take a 5-game lead in the division. And at that point, I don't want to jinx us, but it would be really hard to miss the playoffs. But we really need to focus and actually get the win first.